In northern Maine, there's a remote wilderness waterway. Its rushing rapids, wind-tempered lakes, undeveloped shores, wildlife surprises, and mysterious forests have delighted me and my family since I first paddled it in 1962. It's called the Allagash, a place that has given me a lifetime of closeness with nature and inspiration for expression through art, photography, and writing. At the time of my first trip, early in the 1960s, I learned that those qualities of the Allagash that so changed my life were threatened. I also learned that a number of people had organized to protect the Allagash. One was Robert Patterson, a landscape architect, who, with his wife Joan, made their first trip into the Allagash in 1936, when the waterway was not crossed by bridges and roads. He said, and I quote, "It was a place of such beauty that I wanted to stay forever." By 1956, 20 years later, and still canoeing the Allagash with his family, Patterson was deeply concerned by the changes he saw on the river. In 1959, he helped found the Natural Resources Council of Maine, NRCM, and for the next 6 years, the organization worked tirelessly to save the Allagash, while the threats of massive hydroelectric dams and roads and bridges grew. It was a long, hard-fought campaign, but in 1966, the people of Maine voted to establish the Allagash Wilderness Waterway. With the leadership and the perseverance of Patterson and others in the NRCM, and with help from other individuals and organizations and government leaders. To this day, the Allagash, with a shoreline of some 250 miles long, is protected as a wild and scenic river for its maximum wilderness character, with limits on logging and development. As a former Allagash ranger said, and I quote, "As you fall asleep to the cry of a loon, or are awakened by the splashing of a feeding moose, please take a moment to appreciate the experience of the Allagash."